late at night and late in the year, after midnight on a December evening, a man is sitting in his room, half reading, half falling asleep, and trying to forget about his lost love, Lenore. Suddenly, he hears someone or something knocking at the door. Who's knocking at my chamber door? Nothing but the wind. What's your name?
Nevermore.
Who are you?
Nevermore.
Where are you from?
Nevermore.
Why are you here?
Nevermore.
Much he marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculpture bust above his chamber door, which with such name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered. Not a feather then he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered. Other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before.
Nevermore.
But the raven, still beguiling all of his fancy into smiling, straight he built a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, he betook himself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore.
Nevermore.
This he sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into his bosom's core. This and more he sat divining, with his head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining, that the lamp light gloated o'er, but whose velvet violet lining, with the lamp light gloating o'er, she shall press, nevermore. Prophet, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sit, or whether tempest tossed, thee here ashore. Is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore.
prophet, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden if, within the distant Aden, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore.
Nevermore.
And the raven, never flitting, still a sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above his chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamp light o'er him, streaming, throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul, from that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore.